Sake. Japan's often misunderstood fermented alcoholic beverage made from rice. As an element of Japanese tradition and culture that is inextricably connected with everyday life and customs in Japan, sake offers a diverse range of taste experiences, and there is no better way to experience that diversity than by exploring the regions where it is made. In this 5-episode series, we take you on a taste journey to 5 of Japan's regions: Gunma, Nagano, Tottori, Hyogo, and Saga. As well as pairing a selection of sake from each region with local delicacies and discovering the stories behind them, we offer tips on how to enjoy sake at home and travel tips on how to discover these regions yourself, and perhaps even visit a sake brewery when you are there. Let the journey of sake discovery begin.
So Chris, which region are you taking me to this time on our sake journey?
So this time I am taking you to Hyogo Prefecture.
Hyogo?
Yeah, it's famous for Kobe, right?
Oh.
This is on the other side of Hyogo in an area called Harima.
Harima?
Yeah. So many people visit the area because it's famous for Himeji Castle. Have you been to Himeji Castle?
I haven't been there, no.
Okay, but most people don't travel outside that area. But it's a real shame because there is a really nice sake making area, lots of sake breweries. And the thing about the sake from this area is it's quite different from the rest of Japan. The water that they use is a little bit harder. So there's more minerality in the water. So like I say, it's a very different sake to the one that we tasted in the other prefectures. So without further ado, would you like to taste some sake from Harima?
Yes, I'm very curious.
Okay, let's do some sake tasting. So before we taste any sake, actually, we're not going to taste this, but I thought that the label was really cool, so I want to show you this. Like the sake labels that you can get are really cool. So this is a samurai, right? And so there is a famous, like the hero of Harima is Kuroda Kanbei or Kuroda Yoshitaka. Okay. I don't really know what he did, but in the warring period in Japan, the Sengoku period, he was one of these famous samurai. And is anything kind of familiar about this design?
Well, the way that they've approached the artwork has almost an anime sort of look to it.
It's actually a manga artist.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like a very modern style.
Right. So this is actually designed by Matsumoto Reiji of Daft Punk fame. Yeah.
Really?
So I wanted to show you this because it's really cool, right?
That's kind
It's
of
part of a
random.
series where various breweries in Japan were asked to design a label featuring the samurai from their area, the famous samurai hero from their area.
So there's more bottles like this with different samurais.
That's right, from different breweries. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Anyway, today we are going to be tasting 2 different sake from the same brewery, from Tanaka Shuzo, in Harima. So I'm going to bring out the first sake.
Okay. What type of sake is this, Chris?
So this one is a Dai Ginjo, okay? So you also have this Junmai Dai Ginjo, okay? So this word Junmai means pure rice, okay? And it actually tells you whether the brewer added any extra alcohol or not. Okay?
Oh.
Sometimes they add extra alcohol into the sake, and the addition of alcohol just makes the sake a little bit lighter, enhances the aromas. So look for the word junmai. If you can see the word junmai, it means that it's not had alcohol added. Okay? In this case, it's just a daiginjo, right? So this is an alcohol added sake. Try it.
It is quite light.
Yeah. More enhanced aroma.
It almost smells like freshly cut grass.
Yeah, it does actually. Very creamy.
It smells like a fresh breeze outside, or the forest, or something quite
Do you know what I love
earthy.
about this? Is like when you think about daiginjo, you think about a more refined sake. This is a daiginjo, but it's still really full of flavor. And it's got lots of savory flavors and cereal kind of flavors in there. It's not like really fruity, really floral. It's just really elegant, but has a lot of flavor. So let's try it with the food, because this is definitely a food pairing sake. Oh wow, really good. Perfect pairing, in my opinion.
I was just gonna say, these go so well together.
Yeah.
That's something I would want to eat with friends.
Yeah.
Like over a long period of time, maybe watching sports or something.
Right.
It doesn't have to be so serious just because it's a very eloquent, beautiful drink.
Yeah.
Pairing it with something like this makes it seem, it can be casual too.
Right. So, generally, sake breweries that are near the sea, they tend to make sake to pair with seafood. Okay? To sort of like maybe drier sake to pair with the saltier flavors of the seafood. It is quite dry sake, but it's got a lot of umami and a lot of depth, so you don't really notice that dryness so much. So tokubetsu junmai. So junmai, right? So the word junmai is there. So this is a non-alcohol added sake, okay? So you can really appreciate the flavor of the rice. It's made using a device. When they filter the sake, they're using a device which is really, really old. There's only a handful of breweries that have this device. It's called an ishigaki tenbin, and it's kind of like they basically weigh. They use the weight of stones to press the sake or filter the sake. Let's taste this sake first.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. It's so much more ricey, isn't it?
Yes.
More creamy, more rice flavors in there. How does it pair with the hotaru ika? I think that's going to go really well with the hotaru ika.
With the octopus?
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. With the squid? That's it. Yeah.
Okay. It takes the sweetness and it almost transforms it into a nuttiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite a full flavor.
Right.
I wouldn't want to overdo it, have too much of that.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's true. Have you enjoyed your journey to Hyogo, Harima?
Yes, of course. I've been looking forward to trying something from this region, and I was surprised by how much I like it.
My message for everyone is if you go to Himeji Katsu, please pop into a few sake breweries. You can get go by bus. I really recommend it. It's a fantastic region for sake making. On that note, thank you for joining me, Kyla, and thank you for watching. Kanpai!
Kanpai!
As Harima in Hyogo Prefecture faces the Seto Inland Sea, it is an area rich with a variety of seafood. As well as the firefly squid introduced in this video, fish such as sea bream and horse mackerel, along with octopus, are abundant in this region. A local version of the street food takoyaki, fried balls of batter filled with octopus, called akashiyaki, is a specialty of the area. There are plenty of other sake breweries in Harima too, so why not visit and enjoy some local sake with fresh seafood? A little further inland is Himeji Castle. This World Heritage Site, resembling a white egret spreading its wings, is a sight to behold. In the castle town at its foot, you can really feel the history and culture of this region.